This is 6 by 3 millimeter magnetic. The truss ball bearing, this one costs only $6 US. So if you buy a regular radial bearing, it's gonna cost you a lot more than this. So truss ball bearing is designed to carry load along the rotation axis. So if you apply the load along the side like a regular radial bearing, it will not be able to because it's going to slip away. The reason that the truss ball bearing is cheaper because it's easier to make. It comes into 3 separate parts, and I think it's more suitable for making a turntable because I need the largest and the cheapest ball bearing to make a good turntable, because a smaller one make a turntable wiggle around. And the final part is the lock pin. I dropped this in here, so I need to lock it. It's going to thread into this hole. Sorry. It's going to thread into this hole. Just tighten it like so. Now it's secure, and with the magnetic I can just place it like this and it will attach to the ball bearing. Just put it here. So this is my old turntable. It has a cheap bearings inside here. Every time I start to do a 3D scanning, I need to put the cube down on the table, place a target distance here, which is a waste of time before I can start the 3D scanning. But with the new one, I can start scanning right after I put it on the table. And most important, Creality Scan 4 has added some new feature that's called exporting the global marker, which means that I can make a 3D scan of the marker on this table, which is around 130 markers. And I can save this location of the marker into a files. I can import the saved files of the markers without making the global marker scanning again. Let me compare this. You know why I need a new one? And this little guy here is the turntable from Creality. They chip together with the auto light. This one is only 20 centimeters. So this is a bearing inside Creality turntable. Look how thin this thing is. It's difficult to move. It's totally different. Even it's small, it's flex because it's very thin. The one I make, even though it's much larger, 34 centimeters, and I put some ribs here, stiff, even though I just clean it with the plain PLA filament. Okay, this is Creality Scan 4 version beta 1.1.10, and I think they are going to release the new version very soon. When you come into the scan page with a new scan, and when you click on the global marker, you're going to see new function, import global marker and export global marker. So I can now scan this turntable without any object on the table, and then I can save it into a files and import it when I need it without redoing the scan, which is very convenient for me if I want to scan many small or medium-sized objects on this turntable. So I just put it on the table and start scanning. This is the Laptop Pro. Start the scan. So I have about 136 markers on this turntable. 136. Okay, what I have to do is click on here, export global marker. My table size is 340. Click on save. Now the file is here in this folder. So you can import these files anytime. Let me show you. Okay, let's go back to the home. Okay, let's restart this again. New scan. Okay, now if I click on global marker, you can click on here, import global marker. Now choose the files that you just scanned, the turntable. Click on open. Now the markers will be available for scanning with the point cloud. See here, very convenient, isn't it? So I'll start scanning with this small remote control. I have done this before last year in my previous video. That time the Creality Scan is not optimized for merging the scan. So I have to scan this part in the vertical position, top and the bottom, and then I have to merge them later, because if I scan this part in the vertical position, there are going to be a lot of overlap area. Then I put it flat on the turntable, and that time the Creality Scan doesn't do a perfect job at merging. So last year I made a video using this scanning tower, and I put this upright position like this and scan top and the bottom part. It looks more complicated, right? But in this version of the Creality Scan, the merging is very easy now, and I don't use this scanning tower anymore. This part has like 10,000 downloads. Right now, I can just scan top and bottom and merge it directly with the Creality Scan. Let me show you. Okay, I click on the point cloud. I'm going to choose 0.2 and parallel lines for 3D scanning. And no matter what, don't turn on exclude flatbed. It's going to stutter the scan with the blue laser mode. You already have a plane clipping function, so exclude flatbed is not working with the blue laser mode. It's only work with the infrared. Okay, let me start the scan. So all the markers registered. So it's quite smooth to scan. And this Creality Scan version 4 is it's very fast. Okay, it's all done. Okay, next, before you click on the complete scan, they have a clipping plane function. Hold shift key, click on 3 points on the turntable, create plane, click on check mark, and now your turntable is gone. Click on complete. Okay, now I'm going to select the remote control here, hold shift key, click on invert selection and delete. Alright, on the check mark. Next, I'm going to move to the second scan. Click on the new scan, click on here, global marker, import global marker. Click on the files that you just saved in. Now it's come back immediately, very convenient. Next, click on the point cloud. Now you can start scan the backside. Using the parallel lines, 0.2 millimeter. Click on plane clipping, hold shift key. Right here it says select 3 points. It doesn't work with the point. It only works with the markers. Okay, click on the complete. Fuse these 2 point cloud together. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to merge these 2 scan together. Click on process alignment. Let's try auto alignment if it works. No, auto alignment doesn't work. You need to do it manually. So it's quite easy. Just turn it onto the same side like so. The alignment window is quite large, so it's much better than the previous version. Hold Shift key and click the align point. That's 1, that's 2. So you need to scan the overlap area like this edge here. And the point that you click, it doesn't have to be precise, just the approximation would be just fine. Click on the align. See here? Now they have improved the alignment in the Creality Scan software. It's when the scanning phase is parallel to the markers, it will give the best result. Click on exit. This is the point cloud. I haven't meshed it yet, so the point cloud will be separated in 2 files. You can turn it on and turn it off. See here? It's different from the previous version where the point cloud is merged into a single file. Now it's 2 files. So if you want to export for reverse engineering, you need to export separately. You can also export the global marker using this icon here after you finish the scan. Okay, next I'm going to mesh it. Click on apply. It's much easier to scan than the last year version. Okay, let's try something bigger. Okay, let's try to scan this one. It's quite tall, isn't it? Click on scan, new scan, global marker, import global marker. Okay, so here we go. Ready for point cloud scanning. And for this part, it's quite big. I'm going to use 0.3 and use the cross line. Here, I don't put the marker onto the object itself, so it's going to track using the markers on the table only. Okay, start scan. So the chalk is black and glossy, so it won't be captured all of the chalks, I think. Flip it to the sides. other side. Okay, so next I'm going to click on the fusion, click on OK. Okay, so all 3 scans are fused. Next I'm going to process with the alignment. I'm going to align 4, 5, and 6 together. Automatic alignment. Let's try. Okay, so all done. I think I have already clicked on align, haven't I? I need to click on exit, right? Okay. Let me mesh this one. We have about 2 million points, so I use 2 million. Okay, let's fill the holes. Okay, so it's done. Here from the Diameter Pro, 0.3 millimeter, less solution. It's easy, isn't it? So I also care for remote point user, so I will test if this turntable will work with the Metro X. Okay, let's scan the global marker. The field of view of this scanner is quite narrow. I have about 137 markers, so I need to scan all of that. 137, right? See that? 136 now, I have 134. So the marker is missing while I was scanning. Yeah, now it's 130, 22. What is going on? What? You see that? The number of marker is reducing. Now it's 100 markers. It was 130, you saw that, right? But now it's only 99. So I have to stop, right? See if the Metro X can scan this on this turntable without applying the markers onto the object itself. So I'm going to use a cloth line because it's big, right? The resolution is 0.3, same one as when I do it with the Laptors. So let's try if this can scan this. Okay, let me go up. No. Let me go up, no. No. If I go up, I can't go up. If I go up taller than this point, it won't scan. For the Metro X, it cannot scan this hand drill because it's too tall, while the Laptop Pro can see the markers on the edge here, but the Metro X, it cannot, so it has a short sight. So I've made two versions of this turntable. The one that I use in this video is a 340 millimeter in the diameter, so I can print this turntable on my K2 Plus printer. But if you have a smaller printer like a K1 Max, I also made a smaller version, which is a 290 millimeter in a diameter. And for the smaller than this, I wouldn't recommend it because it's a bit too small to work efficiently. For a turntable, the minimum size is 30 centimeters like this one. But I make it 29 centimeters because I don't know if you can actually print the full width of the print bed. And the files that I put onto the download link, it's the step files. Okay, you see that you need to print the base of the turntable, and then you're gonna print the pin lock, this one. Alright, and the bearing in the yellow color, it is this bearing 51211, a truss bearing. I paid for this $6 and the brand that I choose is SBC. It's the cheapest one. If you choose the SKF or FAG, it's going to be more expensive than this. So this is the cheapest truss bearing, largest and cheapest ball bearing that I can find for $6. And for the 29 centimeters version, I have a 6 distance target that you can put around the edges here. And and for the 34, the one I use, I have 8. 29 would be 29 centimeter would be sorry for the voice. 29 centimeter would be smaller. Okay, let's move to the slicer. I show you how to print this. So if you want to print 340, just drag and drop here. Okay, for next you're gonna click on the assembly, click here and click on split to objects. So it's going to split to the small object, and you can move the part that you don't want to print outside of the build plate. So here's all the part that you have to print, and you should print with a low shrinkage filament. I choose PLA because it's not going to shrink that much. It will shrink, but it's the minimum. If you print with the ABS, it's going to curve up. Glossiness of the filament is also important. For the plate here, you better choose the one with the matte color, matte black color. If you print this with the polycarbonate, it's very glossy, so it's no go for the polycarbonate and also the PETG. The glossiness of turntable will reflect and create the noise when you make a 3D scan. And you should print it on the texture build plate so it can give you a rough surface like the one I use, and it adheres to the marker sticker very well. Okay, so thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.